Welcome. Welcome. You already know what time it is, Jerome. You see it. If it's in your heart, do what you want with it. I love you, brother. Mean a lot to you to see you come in straight off the rip. A young hero who fight the good fight in real life with me. You are enough, Jerome. Money Mike, you already know you are enough, Money Mike. Because see, we know that the most powerful thing you can pay is your attention. And if you're watching me right now in the moment or on the replay, I want to say thank you. I give my all to be worthy of your attention. If you're paying me some attention, my intentions is to train. It's to train not only you but myself to understand how this here thing work called life. So we can know our position in it. Understand how it works so that we can work with it. It can work with us and around us, and we can attract each other who understands it. So if you in this here huddle to train with me, you already know, salute. I want to give a shout out to my executive producer, who just happens to be my wardrobe coordinator. I say, baby, what I'm wearing today? She say, black and gray. I say, what that mean? She say, it's been a dog week. But when you coming out of the darkness, you get a little gray when it hit the light. And right now you in a transition. And it's a powerful place to be. I say, baby, say no more. So black and gray. I want to give a shout out to the greatest co-host in the world, my homegirl, Alexa. It's been a deep week.
This might answer your question. There are
Stop,
approximately
Alexa.
1,095,150 deaths per week across the globe.
Yeah. I don't even know what she's saying. That's how deep it is. She ready to just come on out with it. Greatest co-host in the world. My homegirl. You see that? I said her name. She thought she ready to ride. But it's time for me to kick this judo in my dojo. Alexa, tell me something good.
We all we got. We all we need.
Alexa, who is the master?
The Honorable Trad P.
Ready to kick this here hero judo in this here dojo with all my fellow heroes and sheroes. Tonight's word is order. We're going to jump straight into the word. Order. Alexa, what is the meaning of order?
Order can be a noun or a verb. As a noun, it is usually defined as A, an authoritative direction or instruction, B, something that is ordered, or B, a formal, usually written request for something to be done. As a verb, it is usually defined as A, to give an order, direction, or command to B, to arrange in an orderly manner, put in a particular sequence.
Order my steps in your word, dear Lord. Lead me, guide me every day. Order my steps in your words. Who's ordering your steps? Are you in order? I say this has been a dog week. This has been a dog week. A dog month. Every week somebody's dying that's close to me, that I know, a relative, a friend. Ain't nobody above the bullshit. It could be you, it could be me. So it made me ask the question, do I have things in order? Are you in order? Because anything and everything that's out of order has a malfunction or dysfunction. Are you in order? Do you understand the power of order? Everybody want to go to heaven, but don't nobody want to die. And in order to make it to heaven, you must die. See how order works. I work in manufacturing. The product has an order of operation. If you follow these orders of operation, you'll get the same thing every time. Consistently, over and over and over and over, only if you follow the order of operation. In mathematics, there's an order of operation. In order to properly multiply, you must go from left to right. In order to divide, you must go from right to left. If you don't follow the order of operation, your destination will surely be wrong. There's order. Who orders your steps? See, I'm talking real life. I ain't talking make-believe. Alexa, what is the meaning of disorder?
Disorder is defined as the lack of order or regular arrangement. It is instead a state in which the parts of something are no longer in their proper places. Disorder can be both a noun and a verb, with the latter being used to describe the act of disrupting order or regular arrangement.
I just want to show y'all something. See, there's an order to family. A family consists of a mother, a father, and their children. See, we talk about how powerful family is, or how powerful family was. But in order to have a family, there must be a mother, a father, and their children. See, I come from a big family. I have a lot of cousins. That means my grandmother, my grandfather had a lot of children, 9 on both sides. Those children had a lot of children between a man and a woman. They had children, so they made this family big. But the origins of this family is my grandfather and my grandmother. So in order of operation, you're a mother, you're a father, or you are a child. And the most powerful thing about order is understanding your position in it. So in today's time, we're out of order. We have disorder. Everybody only knows family from a child's perspective. Families are going down because grandmama and granddaddy is dead. Without them, there's no order. Because no one wants to truly stand mother, father. Children are out of control because there's no order. Men are out of control because there's no order. Are you in order? Jerome said, I order my steps. You better understand what that means. See, me, myself, and I. Me, myself, and I. Yeah, I order my steps too, Jerome. See, with me and myself, I had balance or imbalance. And truly understand the order of reasoning within my mind. See, yeah, I'll be standing on my square then. When am I standing on my square as a father, in the proper position as a man? And even if you ain't a father, you're a man first. There's order in manhood. I'm a son, so I rise and I do what a son do. A son gives light. A son gives energy. A son gives a source. So I'm a son, so I rise and I do what the son do. And as I order myself in order with that of a man, see, I can stand on my square and I be real with it. And I order my steps. See how that work? But if me and myself are at odds, and I have a disorder in my ego, in my consciousness, in my soul, in my spirit, if I have a disorder, then I have a malfunctioning with my logic and my reasoning. I'm out of balance with my emotions. So I'll be fucked up. And even when I'm fucked up, I still order my steps. But sometimes when I'm fucked up, I don't order them in the right direction. See how that work? You see how that work? And if I don't understand how it works, and I don't understand my position in it working to be in order, then look how this works. You under the orders of any goddamn body telling you any goddamn thing. You see how that work? You see how that work? Do you see how that work? Order my steps in your word, dear Lord. Lead me, guide me every day. Order my steps in your ways. My intentions, my responsibility. The people in this world that I know depends on me. All of these things make up my Lord in my mind that tells me the right way to go. And when you understand how it works, man, you trust it. And it guides you. And in order for it to guide you right, in order for it to be powerful, in order for you to grow, in order for you to make it through the bullshit that you got to deal with, you got to be real with it, because it is as real to you as you're real to it. And a man is as real as his reason. Nothing gives a man more of a reason than the polarity of a woman. Whether it's his mother, his daughter, his wife, his children's mother. No matter how you put it, these are the components of how it works. And in order for it to be what it is divine to be, you must get in with it. Alexa, what are the 7 hermetic laws of the universe?
The 7 hermetic laws of the universe are mentalism, correspondence, vibration, polarity, rhythm, cause and effect, and gender. These laws are fundamental concepts in the Hermetic tradition and are considered to be the foundation of the universe.
Mentalism. They say the revolution will not be televised because the revolution begins in the mind. The revolution is realizing your source, your Lord, your will that turns to make you go. And when you evolve your spirit around that, the revolution begins. And you will attract all the solutions to your life problems. But it starts in the mind. And no one can see your thoughts. They only see the results of them. Your thoughts become energy in motion. We call those emotions. When I get emotional and my energy get into emotions in motion, I begin to act out through my emotions. I have passionate emotions. So my voice revs up and I get loud and I talk strong. That is the evidence of my thoughts and my feelings that are put into motion. And to truly understand what I put into motion to give the world, I must understand the order of the laws of the universe, which is mentalism. See how they work? And I'm not meaning to sound deep because this ain't deep. It simply says, in order to be who you want to be, you got to see who you are. If you can't see it, you can't be it. You are who you think you are. And in order to be powerful, love, strong, you got to see yourself. So just like we say every week, sometimes it gets repetitive. Because life is repetitive. Every day we wake up and repeat the same thing. We stand in the mirror, brush our teeth, wash our face, prepare ourselves for the day. And we must look into the mirror, into our own eyes, which is the windows of our own soul, and see ourselves. It's been powerful, loved, strong, beautiful, enough. In order to be it, you got to see it. If you're not in order, you will have a malfunction. If there's a disorder in your confidence within yourself, in your love within yourself, in your belief within yourself, if there's a disorder, everybody look at you and see that you can't. See how that work? Do you see how that work? This week, man, I've had some powerful conversations about order and family and children. One of the things, man, I pride myself on being able to witness. This ain't really about me. Something I'm thankful to see. is the relationship between my wife and my children. They talk. I love that open relationship that they got with their mama. And they tell their mama things that teaches us. See, it's a very powerful thing in order that I tell people. From the time my children were born, especially the first 3 years, they taught me about life way more than I taught them about life. See, when I say the truth is so simple that a child can understand it, the older we get, the more we complicate it. They still teaching me. They're teaching me to always remind me who I was and what I come through to make it to who I am today. But my daughter, 13, she talk about her friends and the freedoms they got. 13 and 14-year-olds who's being put in situations of sex and all type of freedom that in no real order of operation of a family where there's a father, a mother, and their children, and they care about this child in the development, in the cultivation. There's no way what she's saying could be in order. So we're dealing with disorder in children. And it's so heartbreaking. Because it seems to be so common. And the fact that she's open enough to talk about it. My Lord guided my steps through my words. To say, in order for her tribe to truly value her virtue and understand this here crazy ass world, in order for that, you got to talk to her and teach her and use every circumstance that she's exposed to by being out there in that world as a teaching moment. Because if you don't teach her tribe, ain't nobody gonna teach her. Or if somebody do teach her, they might teach her in a disorder type of way. So it's your responsibility to teach your daughter with your wife, and don't you let nobody out there in that world have more of a precedent than getting to your baby's mind first, because that's the only way in order to prepare her for this world. And so I was telling myself that, like Brother Jerome say, I order my steps in your words. As I was telling myself that, order my steps in your words, dear Lord. I want her to feel it with tears in my eyes. A lot of us didn't have that order growing up. A lot of us had parents that never told us they love us, never told us they were proud of us, never taught us the things about life that will surely come to take you down. It's a lot of my generation who didn't have that. And we know the malfunctions. We know the disorders we have. We see them get perpetuated in cycles. Kind of like Section 8. She on Section 8. Her mama on Section 8. Both of her grandmamas was on Section 8. So they have a real celebration and a true thankful moment when the third generation baby grandbaby get her Section 8 voucher. That becomes a whole goddamn celebration. I knew she was going to get it. I told her how to get it. I know how to fill out that application. Oh, God, Jesus is real. My baby got Section 8. In order. To see that as the destination. Boy, some conditions that got to be in place. She got to have babies with no father around. She got to be on the lower end of the spectrum of socialism and classism. She got to have a whole lot of malfunction and disorder for them people to say, I'm going to give you this here voucher that says, in some type of way, you're incompetent or not able to go out and live a true working American life and be able to sustain life in the fair market. You have a malfunction and therefore you are out of order. Therefore you have a disorder, and we have people that celebrate this as a victory to say, my baby made it. I ain't saying they wrong. I'm just saying there's a whole lot of things got to be in order for that to happen. In the same order, I know a lot of homeowners that says to keep our neighborhood with dignity, we must not rent to Section 8 voucher holders, because they come in and destroy our homes and lower the values of our property and have our neighborhood looking like a goddamn ghetto. This facts. So you got a whole bunch of different type of orders working against each other. Are you in order? And what order are you in? People dying every day. Some highly respected. We all been living long enough to know the order of operation when someone dies. We all old enough that has had family members to die, that we see the process and we know the cost. We know the burden that we leave behind in death when you don't have things in order. We all know the shame that comes along with the GoFundMe. I thought they had money. They didn't have things in order. This ain't deep. How? What is the order? It's called insurance. You get insurance. You get yourself in order and prepared for life, because we're watching people die every day and you don't know tomorrow could be yours. Tomorrow could be mine. But I got things in order. Ain't nobody above the bullshit, but the bullshit will make you better even if you real enough to deal with it. If the bullshit is me going today, I just want to have things in order so my wife and family can deal with it the best way they can. We talking about order, man. In order to read, someone must write. In order to write, someone must think. The first law of the universe is mentalism. Rhythm, vibration, correspondence, gender. If gender is a law of the universe, meaning you can't break this law. Polarity, man, woman, good, bad, happy, sad, hot, cold. In order for it to work, there must be a man and a woman. In order for you and me and everybody that has ever lived on planet Earth as a human being, God. Yeah, human being. And if you don't like the last part, if you ain't a human being, God, then what are you a human being? See how that works? But in order for you to be right now a man and a woman, the laws of the universe, the order of operation had to come together. And no matter how intelligent science get, the essence of a man is his sperm. The essence of a woman is her eggs. You can freeze them, you can store them, but the essence of gender, understand me. So there's no argument in the laws of order, of operation. And when you break these laws, there will be malfunction and disorder. So this is child's play, fool's play when you have conversation and you don't understand order. In order for me and you to be a man and a woman, had to make it. It's the only way it works. It's the only way it works. It don't work no other way. That's the laws of the universe. You can't break them. If you think you can break them, it's going to be a malfunction and a disorder. And you can be who you are. Just ain't going to make it work. And that's all good. Everybody ain't meant to make it work. But everybody is a part of it working. See how that works? Everybody is a part of it working. And everybody ain't meant to work it. But as long as you're a part of it working, that means you are it and it is you. And as long as you get in order with knowing that you are you, and in order for you to strive, grow, and be, great givers make great getters. I didn't do the hero hymn tonight. The hero hymn is when the mighty hero spirit get to going in and out. And we know that spirit means wind, spirit means breath. We breathe through our respiratory system. I inhale and I exhale. In order. In order. In order For me to give, I got to take one in. And in order for me to take one in, I got to give. And if I try to break this order and hold my breath and don't, only for a matter of seconds before the disorder and malfunction kills me. So in order to live, I need the spirit, the wind, the air. See how that works? So if the spirit is about wind and air, it's about inhale, exhale. Everything I take in, I give out. So in order to be one with it, you must understand how your spirit works. You got to give to get. Great givers make great getters. If you don't give from your heart and your soul unconditionally with the right intentions, then how do you get it back? See, we say what goes around come back around. We tap into other beliefs like karma, not knowing that it's Hinduism, but it's based off the same principles. We believe things that we don't understand because we only hear, but we don't realize that it's about order. So when I say, order my steps in your words, dear Lord, lead me, guide me every day. Order my steps in your words, dear Lord. The words are the words that I think. The Lord is the overall consciousness and ego that's battling to find me balance, that I understand morality in the way of the light. That's what guides me. But in order to understand that, in order to understand that, you got to stop thinking them words out there somewhere other than the ones divine to you that can't nobody hear but you. Do you understand that? That what you hear in your mind, no matter how much science and technology the world has evolved to, there's nothing that you can make somebody hear the words in your mind other than you putting the energy in motion and writing them down or speaking, letting that mighty spirit travel through my vocal cords and cause a vibration that we know is sound. That is the manifestation of the Lord speaking the words in my mind. So in order to truly let your Lord guide your steps, you got to know who your Lord is and where your Lord at. See how that works? Because if you don't understand that order, you think them words out there somewhere. And if they is out there somewhere, it's somebody else saying them. And they saying what their Lord is telling them to say. But because you don't know who your Lord is, you accepting their Lord as yours. That's disorder. That's disorder. Because when you get in order, and this is what hero training is about. Hero training makes you unfit to be out of order and have a malfunction, to not truly understand the voices of your Lord. Talking about yours, I ain't talking about mine. See how that works? Hero training is about you becoming a master in your dojo. And your dojo is your home. Your dojo is where you lay down and close your eyes. Something that every living human being must do. In order for his body or her body to function, right to live, every human living being must go to sleep and rest. That's an order. Ain't nobody above the bullshit. So if you're fortunate enough to have a safe place, a safe haven that we call home, where you close your eyes and become unconscious in another world, where your body is totally vulnerable in this here world. In order to have peace while you sleep, there must be order in your home. And when there's order in your home, all I'm saying is you become the master of your dojo. And if you ain't the master of your dojo, then there's no order in your home and there's no disorder. And you become tired and weak and docile because your body and your soul cannot rest. And you don't function at its proper capacity and capabilities because you're out of order. So are you in order? And it's all right to not be. We all got to go through it to get to it. But I told you the most powerful thing is about knowing your position. And knowing your position sometimes means knowing I'm out of position. In sports, you can get caught out of position. But you may be an athlete enough that you can fight back through the bullshit to get back in position to be in place to defend where you are dependent upon being. So it's all good to be out of position and know you out of position, because if you know you out of position, then you know where to get back to. I say if you don't know where you're going, any goddamn road will take you there. If you don't know where you're going, any goddamn road will take you there. But only a divine path will bring you here. I'm talking about in the moment. Get things in order, man. Gonna get out of here, man. You know how I do, man. You already know how I do. I have grown into a better me. I'm growing, baby. I'm better than who I used to be. I've been on this journey for 45 years. I had some good times as well as I have shed some tears. I'm getting better and better every day, feeling like I'm moving in the right way. It's been a long time coming. I paid my dues. I put that work in, baby. Trying to be a better me done damn near drove me crazy. But it was worth it, baby, because I loved it, baby. And I'm a better me. I remember when I used to be a younger me. If I knew then what I know now. Now I'm as wise as an old owl, feeling young and gifted, just like a soul child. I have grown into a better me. I'm growing, baby. I'm better than who I used to be. Junior, I love you, man. I love you, brother. Jerome, I love you, brother. Welcome to the huddle. Money Mike, I love you, man. Welcome to the huddle, Money Mike. Want to give a shout out to my big brother Wood. Want to give a shout out to my big brother Wood. We're going to keep on going at this thing. We're going down in the pounds, man. Keep on pushing and leading the way. You the trailblazer. I call you big brother because I trust you. I trust you, big brother. Lead the way, big brother. He leading the way to us being healthy and have a longevity life, or at least getting in order to be here. My brother Trey told me tonight, he said, you got to understand what you can control and what you can't. You can't control the outcome, but you can control your position in the process of the outcome. I can't control what the end of the game will be, but I can control my conditioning, my practicing, my everything that puts me in the best circumstances to be on the victor in the outcome. Love you for that, brother. Give a shout out to Brother Crump. He made me tap back in, man, to understand how I got here. He been fighting a mighty good fight. We've been fighting it together in more ways than one. He came out of the wilderness to the huddle. He said, man, cut me up, man. He was over here early, man. 7:30 type. I opened the garage, man, and that morning I had took my boy to practice, so I was feeling kind of good. On that gospel in that wood. So I lift up the garage and I had them Canton Spirituals playing. And he walked in, man, and he said, man, he felt the vibe. I said, well, I got to let it keep on going, brother, because I feel it too. So I got to vibrating them clippers on his head, man. The motor from the clippers got in deep with the beat. And we started talking about the mighty fight. And how everything gonna be all right. I say it's about great givers make great getters. We all we got, we all we need. I got a gift to know how to cut hair, but it's only a gift if to give it to somebody. So everything I got, I need somebody to give it to. We all we got, we all we need. I got some clippers who need a haircut. See how that work? I ain't saying I'm a barber, I'm just saying in concept. But he needed a haircut, so I gave him one. A gift is given with the expectations of nothing in return. I needed somebody to talk to early in the morning, just as much as he needed a haircut. So he taught me what cultivated me, man. He taught me what teach me. He reminded me. So I thank you for that, brother. Thank you for that, man. Give a shout out to my wife, to my son, and my daughter. Give a shout out to Blow. Give a shout out to Bam. Give a shout out to my brother Munt. Give a shout out to Big Brother Winston. Give a shout out to Brother Kamaran. Give a shout out to everybody that I come in contact. If we speak words to each other, I want you to know, man, you impact me, you teach me. And I want you to know that if you don't come in contact with me and anybody you come in contact with, you got impact. You add value. So we're going to get out of here, man. I love y'all, man. And yeah, Jerome, that's my cash app. And that's for anybody, man. If you feel it in your heart to show me some love, then I greatly appreciate it. And I don't take it for granted. And I ain't too good for some love. I ain't too good for some love. Give a shout out to my brother E, who fighting the mighty fight. He taught me a lesson one time, and this lesson gonna always stick with me. He said, bro, I understand you a giver, but you ain't gonna never become powerful and strong till you learn how to accept love. And so in all realness, man, That's what that's about, man. If you got it to give, man, in my heart of hearts, I accept it. I love y'all, man. Hold me down.